Hi guys, if you want to check your own relationship, please contact me for your own personal reading. It is still on the special throughout the month of September. Hi guys, this is my X spread. I have designed it. This is pretty much what is the merge of psychology, archetypes, energies, tarot, occult, everything together. There are 7 different significators. What means significator? It is basically a card that represents a category. And the same cards exist in a deck, so we might have the same card coming out. So let me really quickly run you through it, what they mean. So when we start the reading, we just can go through it quick, right? So the first category, the magician category, number 1 tells me if this relationship is a starter. Magician is the one with the tools. Magician is the one who can manifest. Look at this energy, the bolt of basically electrical bolt going right through him. Something that can be created. Is it infinite? Is it going to last? Is it forever after all, right? Now, what in this category you have cheating? What in this category you have sneakiness? Then right away we know it's not going to be a really solid relationship. Now the next category is temperance reversed. So temperance is an angel, very specific spiritual kind of connectivity, right? This is more or less what's going on kind of like day-to-day kind of level, but this is kind of like very spiritual. Can we overcome our differences? Because everybody is getting along when they're getting along. It is the issue when we do not get along, how to actually address it, right? So when the temperance is reversed, they're actually more exploring things that do not work out. And if they are not kind of like working out, I want to see what is the glue that is missing. So literally you buy the glue. So if the glue is you have to fix yourself, then you know I either will have to change my ways, or this relationship is not going to work out. Or if he doesn't change, it's not going to go anywhere, right? This can also mean you're not communicating well on a financial level, etc., etc. Then we have significators, Queen of Wands and Knight of Wands. So one of them is you, whichever one you pick. So one is going to say, and generally I take Queen of Wands as the main one. So this is going to tell me what a partner thinks about you, how they see you, like what projections they have on you, because we all have our little kind of like movie that kind of we project on this person, and in spite of all appearances we keep striving to get that. So 8 of Wands is my communication card and my energy cards. It's going to tell me how this really works in between the two of you and what kind of like love arrows did happen or happening. Then this is going to be the partner. It's going to tell me literally what you're never told, what they really think, what they really feel. Then the judgment card is literally my karma card. I have 4 karma cards, this one being the strongest. So why karma? Because things from the past are coming to the surface and we are dealing with them once for all. Have you been good? Have you done the right things? Have you tried to manipulate? Were you manipulated? This is all basically now summarized by karma and saying, okay, well, this is how I see this relationship. So this is more or less kind of like what you have been given and then what you did with that, and sort of like verdict, if you wish. And this is going to tell me the quality of your relationship at this time and if there is a possibility of moving to the next level. All right, so now when we kind of like have this intro, and it was 3 minutes 50 seconds, then just jump into this month, since basically I'm just a few days late. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend it, because this really should be from the 15th to the 15th, so that way we can really see kind of like how the passage of the month will go. So I'm going to do here basically 4 lines and maybe sneak peek for the end of the September. So it's going to be from the 15th to 22nd or 20. I usually go in a 10 days chunk. 15, well, let's say 15th to 22nd, 22nd to the end of the month, then the first 10 days, second 10 days, last 10 days. So we can kind of like actually cover September, so you kind of like see the trajectory as well. So guys, let's start. Hi Virgo, let's check what's going on here. First, let's see this August 14th to August 23rd. Let's see what's going on there. The breakup. So it's kind of like very fresh in your minds, or something just doesn't seem to be workable. So what needs to be glued? Well, it's either sexuality, it's either kind of matching your sex drives, or kind of like maybe the partner is forgetting to treat you like a special person, or you forget to treat him or her that way. So it is kind of like possibility, there is a possibility that your relationship fell into kind of like a real hole. So let's look into that. How are you seen? Look at this, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Well, you're seen as fair but kind of dry. You're seen that you're looking every detail, turning every stone, maybe kind of like overly detail oriented, kind of like where the flavor should be more passion, especially for basically reconciliation. Some of you might be going through the Hierophant reversed, means that it could be a few things, right? One, that you're going through legal divorce. It for sure could be this way. Another could mean that one person is saying they're a certain way and they're not. They're just like giving you stories where the stories are not true, and maybe this is why you're kind of like waking up as King of Swords and saying, I want the truth, nothing but the truth. Like, because swords are generally kind of like exact, and maybe it's kind of like saying, look, we cannot move on over that mountain until we figure out what we need, right? Then the partner kind of like can feel possibly enthusiastic, is feeling enthusiastic about relationship, but this is kind of like very young energy. It's very kind of let's explore it energy. So karma is saying there are like lots of bickering in this relationship. You see, look, this is establishing boundaries. This is kind of like, it's a game, but it's a game of life. Who is going to injure who? How far do you want to go? What kind of person you want to be? Where your boundaries violated? That kind of a thing, right? So it is kind of like sending off some kind of lonely feelings, feeling, you know, that spending time apart was like not a greatest rule or benefit. It kind of like nothing new has been learned, nothing, there was no new epiphany, right? So so let's see from the 24th to the end of August what's happening. So the passion is not there, but this more or less to me tells me that something is not timed right. There we go. We have the Four of Wands reversed. So looks like one of the partners doesn't want to move to this next level. They're not ready to be more serious. They're not ready to basically do what you ask them to. So they're asking for all this kind of clear-cut issues. You can kind of sort it out in the boxes. You know where you are. You're not given that yet. So hence, basically, you're being told, I kind of do not see you as a potential. I do not see being with you. This can literally mean also a divorce. This 3 card can indicate a divorce. See, it's kind of like a stalemate to some sort in between, kind of like how to go further, what to go further. The Hangman reversed is actually okay, because this sacrifice and punishment and thing that have been going on for a while are just about to be done, and kind of like things can finally move on, because look at these yellows, kind of like orbs around. Wow. The partner is feeling frisky, but also the Devil can mean a few things, from addictions to having another person on the side to, you know, there is somebody else hovering, possibly an ex, possibly, you know, the ex-partner, ex-wife, or they really are highly sexual and they have like some kind of like escapades that you're not aware of. You're sort of like completely not aware, and this is kind of like why it looks like you're not even aware of that nature. And karma is saying, guys, let go, move on. This is a card of moving on. It's kind of hard because you would really have to overcome so much here. Look, not the right time, not the right place. You know, you cannot build the next level. They don't want to acknowledge you, so, right? You just cannot get water out of stone, kind of a thing. See, Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, it is just like one person that is showing up. King of Pentacles is somebody who wants their cake and eat it too. It is an earth sign. This kind of could indicate you and a partner going through very tumultuous times, maybe going through counseling, maybe trying to reach some clarity, but also could be a divorce. And it could be that the partner is the one who asked for it. So let's see the first week of September here. So, well, from this card, which is kind of going nowhere, I see kind of like no light, no timing. So here it is. Okay, so let's see what can be built, right? So partially I'm attached to the past. You see this kind of like is bolted here. The second one is loose, and this is kind of like the world you can build for yourself. So it's kind of encouraging card. But yeah, it could have been a third person, or it is a third person that either you just became aware of, it was there all along. Because you see, this is telling me sexuality and this is telling me sexuality. So there are those sixes. Generally sixes are relationship kind of matters, and fives are listen to me because you have to, kind of a thing, right? It's because I'm the judge, or I'm the pope, or I am the CEO. Kind of that kind of a thing where it's not really a reason or justification behind it, but you know, these are the rules, kind of a thing. And these rules are possibly what is basically splitting you apart. So ultimately you guys are kind of like basking in the sun. There is some kind of like recouped innocence, and there is some kind of celebration, even though he or your partner just literally want to be there for here and there, kind of a thing, right? Look, kind of feeling himself strong and powerful. I can create whatever I want. So this is 19, 1 and 9 is 10, and 1 and 0 is 1, and this is 1. So this could mean a completely fresh new beginning. It could mean. However, look at it, this third party is really lingering. So can you guys start new? Can you start building this life if this pain exists? You know, it's a festering basically wound that has to be disinfected in order to move forward. So is he going to be and be willing to be transparent? Because this is telling me the magician is also illusionist, right? It's a certain level of illusion happening, and you want clarity over here, over everything. And looks like somebody is just like because I see here in your category like things are reversed. Yeah, and the Fool reversed is saying that will be foolish to continue, guys. So let's see the second week. There we go, the Tower. Second week in September, which is going to be just before my next reading. Yeah, look at this. Is there a secret child with this person? This person, look at it, 7-7. Again, we have a 5. This is a 7. Well, 7-7-7 tells me he wants to be independent. Absolutely. This is talking about things are getting stuck. It's too much of a black and white thinking. You ultimately, after all this investment, and maybe it's going to be communication at some point, he's going to call you, he's going to promise you sunshine, but he's going to just stay one night and he's going to go his merry ways, and you will end up feeling really foolish, after which you might just completely explode, put your foot down, but also at the same time being depressed, feeling being left out in the cold, blaming yourself. Things are not going anywhere, and He's still giving you mixed messages. Oh, maybe we should go, but I still have to think about it. Sort of like he's not exact. He's like simply this almost narcissistic, to be honest, in approach, because the moon is like very secretive about the relationship, and this actually could be even a hidden wife or even a hidden boyfriend, to be honest. High Priestess is the knowledge, understanding of what's happening, but not really acting on it. So yeah, so Virgos, to get your own reading, like this is just generic energy from everybody that is viewing this, but to get your own reading, please contact me. This is on a special. Also jump on Facebook and check it out there. And if you are not subscriber, please subscribe, like and share, and that's awesome. So that way you're the first one who get all the news and the new releases. Thanks again, and until the next time, I love you. Well, thank you for watching, and please remember to join my Facebook as well, where you can get different tips and possibly healing as well on daily basis. Thanks again. Until the next time, love you.